Hello everyone. This presentation is to give you a high-level look at the features of Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2013 and how they can assist in the day-to-day duties of the payroll or human resources person. A more comprehensive look into these features can be scheduled with your Dynamics NAV partner. So we're going to go straight into Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2013. Serenigate CM is the only fully integrated solution for payroll and human resources for Dynamics NAV. And so all of the features and functionalities that we're going to look at in this presentation is actually NAV features that are usable for the payroll clerk and the human resources person. So I'm sitting on the Role Center right now. The Role Center in NAV is the first place that whenever anyone logs in, it's the first thing that they see. And what it is it's designed to be able to give the person direct access to the daily duties that they do on a regular basis. So for example, this is a Role Center for Payroll Administrator. You might have a different role center for each different payroll administrator, or you might have a different role center for your human resources person as well. So this is what's defined as this person's daily duties. So gives me direct access to some of my activities. It's got a menu listing of the most important items that I go to on a regular basis. It's got a listing of my employees. Now this is not a full comprehensive listing of all my employees within the organization. This is a listing of the employees that I'm currently working on. I can add to this list or remove from this list as I need to. A list of all the links that I have access to, and this could be links to websites or web addresses, or it could be links to documents on the server or on my computer. Once again, giving me direct access to the information that I'm needing. As well, I've got access to my Microsoft Outlook, so I never really need to leave Dynamics NAV anymore. And I've got access to notifications. And notifications is the ability of being able to send notes to other users within Dynamics NAV. I'll show you this a little bit more in a few minutes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click on my employees, and this is going to bring up my employee list. So this would be a complete list of all of my employees. There's some features that I want to show you in regards to a list like this that you will get no matter what list that you're looking at. So this looks like an Excel spreadsheet. I've got columns and I've got rows. And at the very top, I can actually do a right click and say choose columns. From here, I've got a whole bunch of information that I may decide to show or not to show, and I can put it in the order that I want to see it. So I get to see the information that's most important for me in the order that's most important for me in order to be able to do my job. I can change this at any point in time that I wish, and this view is specific to the user. Okay, so I get to be able to do whatever I want to. I can also do filtering within this. So rather than just giving me a list, I could do some really quick analysis. So let's say I just wanted to see all of my class codes of hourly. I simply change that to class code. I type in hourly and I press go. And now all I'm seeing is all of my hourly employees. I can do multiple filters if I want to, in which case I can add a filter here, and I have access to filter on anything that's within the employee card, which is really opens up the ability of being able to filter and analyze directly from the screens that I'm in. Now let's say I want to take this information and I want to do a little bit more with it. So I can actually click on this little nav icon up here and go to print and send, and I can send it to Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, or as an HTML attachment as an email. So I'm going to go ahead and send it to Microsoft Excel right now. And so what it's going to do is it's going to send all of that information over, give you some nice headings, gives you the date and time that it was sent over, gives you the ability of being able to do more sorting and filtering directly from within this area. As well, I actually have the ability of saving this report onto my desktop if it's a report that I'm going to be using on a regular basis. And then we've got this extra menu item up here, Dynamics NAV. And at any point in time, I can go in, open this report, and say refresh, and it is going to refresh this from the live database. So even if I don't have my Dynamics NAV open, I still have the ability of being able to refresh this report and still do some analysis from here. It's a really, really great tool to be able to have access to this. And so remember, once again, any time that you see a list like this within Dynamics NAV, as well as Serenity HCM, all those functions and features are available to you. Over at the side here is what we call fact boxes, and within the fact boxes, we've got little pieces of information for the employees. So if I wanted to really quickly see Annette's absences, I go over to the fact box, I click on the absence, and now I see all of the absences that we have. Look, it's in the same list view that I can filter, do multiple filters, and do a print and send to all of those different areas. Really nice and flexible. So when I go and look at the fact boxes, as I change my employees, you can see that the numbers in blue are changing as well. Once again, it's changing to the specific employee that you're looking at, giving me, once again, direct access to that information. I also have a navigate button up here, and within the navigate button, it gives me the ability of being able to go in and drill down and look at even more information about this employee. I'm going to go in and click on the employee itself, and now I've got, once again, I still have my fact boxes, I still have my navigate button, but now I've got a little bit more information, and these are called fast tabs. And so I've got more information on my fast tabs. Another nice feature of NAV 2013 is the ability of customizing. Now this customization is employee specific, and it can be found throughout the system. So on this page I can customize my ribbon, which is the item showing up here, and I can customize this page. So I want to customize my fast tabs. I'm going to go ahead and customize my general fast tab. So what this does, it gives me the ability of being able to see all of the fields that are within that fast tab, removing them, adding them, moving them up into the order that I want to see them. I'm going to go ahead and say OK and OK, and it immediately changes my screen to the look and the feel that I want to have it in order to make me work more proficiently on a regular basis. So this is really important. It's all about allowing the employee who's working within NAV to be able to work within an environment that's comfortable for them. And by being able to customize this on a regular basis or on a user-specific basis, it allows you to do that. So those fields aren't gone. They're simply hiding. So I'm just going to go back here and say restore my defaults. And now that area is back to the way that it was originally. So nothing's ever lost. I can have information back when I want it, and I can hide information when I want it. I'm going to go ahead and show you the little notifications area within here as well quickly. So within here I've got notes. I'm going to go ahead and click, and I'm going to type a new note. And I'm going to just call it new note. If I could spell, that would be better. And so I can just type the note and save it, and it's going to just be available for anyone to see when they're on this card. Or I can go to the to, and I can pick a person that I want to send this new note to. I can say notify, and then I can say save. From here, what I can do is I'm going to go back into my role center because I sent the note to myself, so that you can see when we go to the role center what that user is going to see if they get a notification sent in for them. And so within this role center, now you can see that I've got a new note. It was created on that day. I can open the page. I can view the notification. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to open that page. And now it's going to give me access to the page where the note was written. I can see and maybe do whatever I need to do in regards to what that notification said. There is a lot more features within Dynamics NAV 2013 that's very helpful and useful for the payroll and human resources clerk to be utilizing on a regular basis. But the most important item is that it is the same. Serenity HCM is the only fully integrated payroll and human resources solution for Dynamics NAV, and you can see that full integration by the way that we react. We have the same features and functionalities as the rest of the system. So I hope you like what you saw today. If you would like to see a little bit more, by all means contact your Dynamics NAV representative, and they'll be able to give you a little bit more detailed information. Thank you for your time.